Welcome to ReliableInformationSystems.TV. My name is Klaus. Today I will answer a question I'm asked frequently on conferences. Should companies centralize their test data management? Do they need a dedicated team dealing with test data management? The most adequate reaction is to simply ask back. Which issue do you want to solve? Why do you think that centralizing the test data management does solve the issue? Then you get typically one of the following two replies. First, testers complain that they miss data when they execute a test case. Business applications typically incorporate a database. Testing without data in the database in the test environments is impossible. Second, testers might not know which data to use when they execute a test case. A test case might simply state, generate a tax report for an appropriate customer. Then, check the interest payment. Third, validate whether the 30% withholding tax has been deducted. But what is an appropriate customer? No tester can execute such a test case or decide whether the test case was executed correctly. The database in the test environment might store hundreds of thousands of customers, accounts, and loans. Which of these customers is an appropriate one for this test case? It sounds absurd, but I have seen such test cases. Assume now that the tester who wrote this test case leaves the team, leaves the organization. Well, his successor cannot simply execute the test case again. He has to understand first what is an appropriate customer. He might figure it out, or he might simply not be able to do proper regression testing. Can a central test data management team solve this issue? No. A test data management team, a centralized one, is not the solution when testers and test analysts don't do their job, if they write incomplete test cases. This has to be addressed by the project managers or the team leads of the testers. You might wonder now, is there a valid reason for centralizing test data management? Yes. Simply copying production data to test environments is often not allowed anymore. It might have been possible some decades ago, but nowadays, well, there are often legal or compliance requirements which forbid to copy the data. There might be risk decisions saying, I don't want to have all sensitive data in our test environments. In such a situation, testers might use synthetic or anonymized data for testing. I want to stick to the latter. Use anonymized test data, anonymized production data in testing. In such a situation, an IT department has to implement two tasks. First, it's important that all testers and developers cannot copy production data to test environments anymore. And second, this is going to be the job of a new team, the Central Test Data Management team. This team copies production data to test environments and ensures that the anonymization takes place during the copy process. Testers are too much focused on testing. They might prioritize project deadlines over proper anonymization. Thus, if you really want to make sure that you only have anonymized data in your test environments, the only feasible solution is a centralized test data management team taking care. Besides anonymization of production data, you can also rely on synthetic test data. Here, a centralized test data management team can be beneficial because you can realize cost savings if the following two conditions are met. First, there should be not only one test team and one application, but you should have many different test teams and applications who need similar data. For example, all teams need customers, accounts, bank transfers, loans. A counterexample is one application needs travel expenses, the next one needs loans, and the third one bank transfers. The more similar the data needs, the better. And then you also have some technical needs. If the data is stored in a central data hub, in one database which is shared between different applications, then it's easier that the test data management team can reuse scripts. They write a script to fulfill the needs of the first application, and then they can use the same or a similar script for all other applications. This saves time, this saves costs. Similar test data needs in one or two databases, they are key requisites that a central test data management team is beneficial in case of synthetic test data. Now, an important remark. If you buy a test data management tool or you build your own solution, do you need a central test data management team now? My advice: think about how your IT department manages other test tools, for example, Selenium or HP ALM. I assume there are one or two administrators who maintain the application. They can be part of a team focusing on tools, or they can be part of a normal testing team. My advice: if you introduce a new tool for test data management, follow the approach the company, the organization follows already for the other testing tools. Let's come to a conclusion. When do IT departments benefit from a central test data management team? But first, using a new tool never constitutes the need for setting up a new team. Then, if testers do not know which data they need for executing the test cases, a test data management team is not the solution. The solution is fixing the test case specification process. Third, a broad usage of synthetic test data can be a reason to centralize the test data management. You would do this if you can achieve cost savings. There are synergies if various applications need similar test data and access the same databases. If production data must be anonymized, this is the real reason when you have to have a central team, when you have a central test data management team. You must be sure that when data is copied from production to test environments, that the anonymization always takes place. And the only way to achieve this is with a central dedicated team. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. It is now your turn to take action. First, share your thoughts. Write a comment for this video. Second, sign up to this channel. And third, share this video with all your friends and colleagues. Thanks for watching ReliableInformationSystems.TV.